Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. I also want to share with you a hidden gem, a possible hidden gem that I think, well, I've been into for a while. I just topped up yesterday and I thought, okay, we're going to do more hidden gems. I've got a hidden gem group that we're getting, the kind of hidden gem project that we're kind of getting together. It's kind of slow just now, but we're going to get it together and it consists of some brilliant people in there as well. So I want to release the kind of first hidden gem report and do it on the live. I've given it to the premium members already, just about half an hour ago or something. So I want to do that. I'm also going to look at the premium calls that we've made for May. So May is officially finished. If you remember, the premium calls last for 10 days. So May is officially finished, so I can give you the results for May for the premium calls as well. So we'll jump right into it. I'll see if anybody's in just now. I got a couple of people in just now, got about 20 odd people in, so that's good. So I'll just jump over, just one wee sec. Excellent. Okay, so we have Crypto Don Juan is in the house. Welcome to you, first in this morning. We've got B in the house, Donny Don Matthews, Scott Gregory, Gareth Mabette, Gordy Boy is in, Dennis van der Hayden is in, the Hawthorns, Crypto Knowledge Lions, our very own Jimbo, one of our brown admins. Morning folks, Steve, the report looks excellent, great work, thanks very much mate. And I hope we'll be doing something together as well. Mike D, one of our brown admins, is in this morning as well. Scottish Bull is in. Debbie Claydon, good morning to you. JC Stander. Deb Finn is in as well, another brown admin. Good to see you here. Immortal Wombat, Marcus Shafari, Dennis S is in the house from California. What is it, 12:30 over there? Ross Davidson, good morning to you as well. Pascal Amsterdam is in. Nano is going bananas. Good morning everyone. I have to have a look at Nano just before we start. See what's 2063. Oh, I thought you meant I was shooting right up. That's going up just now. Who else is in? Stephen King is in the house. Scottish Bull. When we're having a party at the Stowell Castle. Mitch Dieter is in. Men's Cage is in. Ferris Alcacid, Rob Fiddler, Gary Permenta is in as well. Okay, so we'll just have a wee look. What's happening in the marketplace just now? I'll just refresh this. If you remember yesterday we had a market capitalization of 255 billion. We've now got 262 billion. Again, Bitcoin dominance gone down to 55%, which is good. People are getting into the alts, and we've seen some of that already, with the likes of kind of Litecoin shooting up, Cardano shooting up as well, and a couple of others that we're going to have a look at. Bitcoin itself, 8,129 aggregated price across the board, and we'll see who the winners and losers are. Aurora Coin up 80%. Now that was down big time yesterday. It's now up big time today. Market capitalization going up all the time for Aurora. Agrisha up again 24%. Bitcoin SV up 14%, Zcoin 11%, Bitcoin up 10%. So all those are in double-digit greens. Phantom is moving up again. Has been listed on Binance, which is fantastic. I know a lot of us have been speaking about that over the last couple of months, and has gone up maybe by a factor of 7 or something, possibly more than that. Who's the losers? Maximind Coin down 38%, GX Chain, Nulls, Theta, Steam, not by that much. So we'll have about 20% in the red, 80% in the green. Okay, we'll go over to all cryptocurrencies. We now have listed on CoinMarketCap 2,235. And who is the winners? Aurora 83%, so there's no 100%ers overnight. W GreenPay, haven't heard of them, 78% up on 1.9 million volume. MenaPay, 68% up on 188,000. Who's some of the smaller caps? Flash, haven't heard of them, up 63% on 1.4 million. Got Traxia, up 46%. Scan, is that Scan Chain? Scan It Chain, up 25%, 686,000. on 172,000 volume. And this is where we find, or we can find, the hidden gems. That's why I look at this report every day, just to have a look at it as well. Okay, crypto bubbles, kind of seen it already. This is over the last hour. So we're mostly green. Tells us we're mostly green. BSB is the biggest kind of bubble there that we can see. That's gone up 9% over the last hour. Nano is indeed gone up. Mana up 2.5%. Egretia is up. I need to look into that. That's a couple of times it's been up. FTM, NAS is up. HOT has gone up as well. We'll just have a look over the last 24 hours. Aurora up 77%. Maxmind down 39%. EGT up 24%. So mostly green just now. Okay, we'll have a look at the Bitcoin chart. Now I showed you this Bitcoin chart yesterday and showed you the kind of support line is increasingly getting steeper and steeper. So it kind of adhered to the support line over the last couple of days. You can see here, touched support line and jumped back up. Touched here as well, jumped back up. And it's going up just now, 8,131. This is on Bitstamp. So if it follows that line, we should kind of steadily go up. And that's what we're looking for Bitcoin. We're not looking for big jump increases or big increases. We're looking for a steady incline of the price, which means it's more organic. That's what we're talking about here. That's what I'm talking about. Just come down here. I said we could expect a price of 11,000 round about the middle of July. Excuse me for sniffing. So the 11th of July, we can expect this 11, unless this kind of increases again, this support line, get a steeper support line there. So we could get it sooner. Or possibly like this or something like that. So we could get it by the end of June, 11,000. But that's just kind of guesstimating. That's what we're thinking for the Bitcoin price. I still think it's going to $11,000. It's just much slower than I thought it was going to be. But it's still climbing, still adhering to the support line. If it breaks this support line and stays under it, then I would kind of we'd have to look at it again. Okay, we'll just jump back to chat. Eris Alcacid mentioned. Imran Chowdhury is back with us. Good to see you here. Mervyn Skidmore. G-Slick is in IoT Financial. Lick Maringer. I don't think I've seen you before. Good to see you here. El Nino is back with us. Who's interested in BT for cash? I can offer that UK based. Steve, all of a sudden a lot of hype around Quant. Any idea what's going on? I don't. Actually, I don't know, Matthew. Quant has been around. A lot of people have been talking about it for a while. Just have a wee look. Up 13%, $4.39. Market cap 42 million. Total supply 14 million. Circulating supply 9 million, which is about 75% of the total supply. Markets is on Fat BTC, Hobbit, Bittrex as well, obviously. Social, June the 6th. SEA Group. So there's nothing on a social. June the 7th, June the 6th. So they update their social, but it's not been updated for about a week or so. No, so I don't know what's going on. Rowan Rocket is in. Have you signed up for early margin trading on Binance yet? What do you think? When do you think they'll launch? I think it's going to launch soon for the margin trading. Crypto Dread is in from Florida. Let's have a blessed day. Dennis van der Hayden, what do you think about FX token? Not so sure. Obviously, PundyX, obviously the FX token to do with PundyX are going to release their mainnet and a testnet at the end of the month. But they're still going to keep NPXS separate from FX, but you can transfer over or swap over. So I'm not too sure yet. Gordy Boy, Steve, I agree with you about KuCoin shares getting in today. Yeah, KuCoin, I was going to get in yesterday, but I bought more of the hidden gem that I'm going to talk about as well. So it was a toss-up between the two, to get the KuCoin shares or get this hidden gem, but I went into the hidden gem. Okay, so I want to talk about the premium results for May. This is when, for the premium group, if you're a member of the premium group, you know exactly how this works. But anybody that's not a member and is closed just now, you cannot be a member just now. I'll launch it back in July, or the end of July this year. I'm going to launch it with a different pricing structure. So what I do is I make a call, and within 10 days, that call has to go up, and I can record the gain on that, or the potential gain, or the highest price they got to. So May, the average gain was 37.37%. That was the average gain overall for all the kind of calls that were made. And there were 51 calls made in May. So an average of about 1.5, 2 per day. We can just go down the list here. Obviously the big one being Matic. I called down the 12th of May at 64 Satoshi, and it did get to a price of 573 Satoshi. A lot of people made a lot of money on that, which is fantastic. Not just because of my call, I'm just saying a lot of people made a lot of money on Matic, but a lot of people in the premium group made a lot of money on Matic as well. 795%. However, if we take this out, this is a kind of an anomaly, but I still called it, but if we take it out, the average gain still is at 22%. So much better than a bank, much better than you're going to get anywhere else as well. That's the average gain though. You still have discipline to stay in it, and you've got to set your stop losses as well. So we'll just go down a few others. We had another 100% on Seller, called at 127, and it did get up to 326. This was within the 10 days of making a call, remember. I know it's been higher. TNT called at 251, went up to 817, 225% on that one as well. 39% on the last call for TNT. 374 went up to 521. One chain, 33%. And you can see the ones in the orange are the ones that didn't get above 5% in average. And probably the worst one I called was NAV. Only got 0.55% before going down. Probably had the stop loss there. And I've called a long-termer for PundyX on the 16th of May. So I think by the end of June that is going to go up. But it did go up to 14 Satoshi before coming back down. So we're up at 40% on that so far. 44% for Mithril. We're just going to June just now as well. I just want to show you the results for June at the moment. So June is looking like another good month. I'm not going to show you the calls I've made recently, but we've got Mithril there at 79%. XZC I called the other day as well, and we've got 95% on that. NAS I called the other day, we've got 91% on that as well. So there's a few other 30%ers. And this is where the 3 to 6 strategy comes in. And this is why the premium group is going to be important if you're looking to do the kind of 3 to 6 strategy and kind of make more money as well. I'm just going to make sure, here we are. So, because you can easily get 10%, 20%, not easily get 30%, but 10 and 20% is achievable. And this is where this kind of 3 to 6 strategy came in. I was speaking about yesterday again. So if you start with $1,000 and you're only looking for 10% gains, you could get up to $1 million after 73 trades. If you got 10% on each trade. Now you're not going to get 10% on every single trade, because some of them you're going to lose, but the most you're going to lose is about 5%, 5 or 7%, unless you stay in it. So it depends on where you start. So we've got SA3 would be the $1,000 start, and then you can go through the stages of kind of increasing your kind of money there. But quickly adds up, and you could quickly get to $1 million just starting with 1,000, and this is a 3 to 6 strategy as well. That's what I've been talking about, and I'm currently using it just now. I'm in PundyX. I told you that yesterday. I'm in PundyX, and I know it's going to be a long excruciating wait for PundyX. While others go up, I could be trading in between, so we'll need to wait and see how that goes. But this is the results for June. I'm giving it POA. That's the one I called 2 days ago. That's now up 25%. So I think the top 3 I had in calls as well. Top 3 in Binance. Mithril, XZC, POA, called that as well. PPT called. BNB have called that as well. ARN called that. I think that was last month. So a lot of them are in the top gainers on Binance just now. So there is a structure, there is a system for doing it as well. But as I said, the premium group doesn't open until the end of July. So we'll revisit this again once it does open. But you can join the free group if you want to get early access to the premium group. You can join the free group just now. There's a link down below to the free group, and you can join us over there. We've still got brilliant chat in there as well. Okay, on it, back to chat. Let me know what you think of that as well. Bernard Ronald is in. CYT-Crypto is back with us. Good to see you again, mate. Gino Dalho, Steve, did you have a chance to look into DVM? It's on CoinGecko. DVM, I did look at that. CoinGecko. I was looking at something else. Just ignore that. Open Web Token looks good as well. I'm just kind of looking at that just now. Just excuse the phone going off there. It's in my bed. It's in the office. Oh, I did have a look at it. I don't know if I've done it online or not when we're doing it on a live. Yeah, I didn't do a deep dive on it, but I did look at it. So thanks very much for that. Look, of all the calls I've made gains, have you included the ones that have been stopped out? Of all the calls, I haven't included the ones that have been stopped out. This is what we have. The ones in the orange are the ones that didn't go above 5%. So presumably if you're still in them and they kind of went down, obviously they've been stopped out. So I haven't included them on that. So as I've said before, this is obviously best case scenario because it's getting in when I made the calls and getting out at the top. So this is a maximum profit we've got here. Bought some Litecoin, Gino Dow, excellent. Imran Chowdhury, ICX. We'll have a wee look at that as well. Okay, so I want to have a look at, 1 second, bear with me a sec. Sorry about that. Let's turn it off. Right, what was saying, what we're talking about? Yeah, I want to have a look at a hidden gem, a possible hidden gem. Now, I believe I've spoken about this before. I don't know, but I want to kind of show you what it is. It's Travala, or Travala. Travala.com. So AVA, we'll just kind of refresh that. So I topped up more on this yesterday, and I thought I'm going to talk about it because we started a Hidden Gems group, and just to kind of come to a consensus of the way to report Hidden Gems as well. And this is kind of researching it and what we do for the research as well. So we kind of came up, we've not came up to a consensus yet, but we kind of came up with a kind of format that we're kind of looking at just now. And the group is still there, but we've been looking at Hidden Gems, and a lot of them are actually coming to fruition just now. We're looking at the Abyss. The Abyss has went up about 7x. There's loads of them actually that have really come up, but we need to kind of come to a consensus and look and report on the Hidden Gems as well. Myself and Jimbo might be doing a kind of collab as well. We're looking at doing a collab kind of show. We'll do videos on this channel. He can do it on his channel as well. So we're going to do that. So we're looking more at Hidden Gems. This is where you can make a lot of money. This is where we go for the 100xer coins as well. So we talk about, when we're talking about the top 20, we can say, okay, this could 5x, it could go up 100%, it could go up 500% or 1,000%. But these ones here, in the kind of fullness of time, they could go up literally 1,000%, 10,000%. And this is where you get the 100xers or the 10,000%ers. So Travala.com, I've looked at this for a while, and I've kind of topped up as well. On it yesterday, as I said, I had a small holding of them. Market cap of 6 million just now. They've got a circulating supply of 39 million with a total supply of 61 million. And so that phone keeps on going off. I think I'm going to have to answer it. Yeah, take a look at Travala.com. I'm just going to find out if this is an emergency or not. What is it? What I want to call? Yeah, I can't do it just now. I'm on a live. I'm literally on a live. So I'll go live every day, 8:30 till 9:30. I've told you that before, so I'll do it at 9:30. Okay. Right, sorry about that. It's just my son. It wasn't an emergency. He's got a mouthful there. Right, Travala.com. I'll just jump back to the chat, see who's talking. I've been in Travala for 6 months now. Scottish Bull, links with Neil. Yep, I've even booked a holiday through a brilliant, amazing discount. It is really good at discount. That's what we're going to talk about. Satoshi is on the phone. PPI double glazing call. See if I do love landline sound. It's so $19.99. Kind joke there. Not trolling. Kig is in as well. Okay, so Travala. So I've got a report on this. I made it available to the premium members just now. We'll get something together as well for anybody that's not a premium member. So I'll just go to that just now. So this is a report I kind of made in May, so we're trying to come to a consensus, as I said. So what's Travala? Travala is the next generation online travel agency whose booking platform combines decentralized technologies and tokenized incentives. So this has got 565,000 properties across 210 countries. So I'll just go to the website just now. I've not booked anything myself with it. I've got an account here as well. But it just looks like any kind of other website or decentralized website. It looks fantastic. And this is just obviously about booking properties and hotels. But 556,000 kind of properties they've got on there as well. And as I said, I'm registered here as well. So I've not actually made a booking yet with them, but you get discounts. So the first thing is you think, well, why would this be kind of on a blockchain, but what's going to be different from a normal decentralized kind of travel agent? Well, the first thing is you've got the bigger discounts. You get 10 to 15% bigger discounts as well. So that is a good thing there straight away. So it competes with the other people in the space online already. So I think that's where Travala.com is really good as well. However, you also get 2% crypto cashback as well. So for every booking you make, you can get 2% cashback. So just go to Paris, for example. I don't know if it tells you if you have to log in. So if you're kind of looking at Paris and we book something for $1,000, you're going to get $20 back in kind of cryptocurrency or AVA tokens. So give back of 2% on bookings. So you can unlock rewards. So anytime you're going away, if you're kind of on a business trip or you go away quite regularly and you're booking through Travala.com, you're going to get 2% cash back straight away. But there's also other incentives here as well, which we'll look at, which I really, really like. So this is the team. I've got this report here that I'm just going to go through very, very quickly. As the team, current price, that was back in May. It's now up to about 15 cents, 15.8 cents. With a total, with a current market cap of 5.8 million, it was there, just over 6 million just now, but still lots of room to grow. It's got the competitors there as well. Negatives. So I was kind of asking the question: is there a need for a company like Travala when there's so many good online at the moment? So the question is, will kind of users start to use Travala as opposed to the likes of Booking.com? And I think because of the 15% cheaper price tag, I think they will do as well. Travala is also competition from the blockchain space, with some companies looking at B2B space and not just B2C. And they may expand to focus some of its attention on the B2B space as well. The roadmap's not been updated recently for 2019, but I believe this is coming soon, and I don't know if that's been out already. Now, the positives for it: referral program will increase the number of users that are currently using the site. So I think more and more people, this is going to be a slow progress for them, as is anything, but the numbers are growing all the time. The website visitor numbers are growing all the time, and the referral program is going to help that. They've got new payment options that have been added, such as PayPal, XRP and DAI, and I believe they've added Litecoin and a few others just now as well. Highly impressive and experienced team on board, and this has grown as the company expands. The AVA token has a wide range of uses, including discounts, refunds, subscriptions, and more to come as well. And if you look at the travel industry from a macro point of view and look at just how much money the market is worth, when you see there's $1 trillion industry And if Travala can capture only a tiny percentage of that, then the future looks really, really brilliant. And I've got kind of realistic expectations, the ROI. So the current price, say 15 cents. By the end of 2019, I can see this getting to 50 cents to $1. So you're talking about a 3x there, a 3 to 7x there, which is 300 to 700%. By the end of 2020, we could see it getting to $3 for this as well. And I say the price of $3 is a very conservative figure. Today's price is a market cap of 118 million. Now you think at the end of 2020, the kind of market cap overall is going to be in the trillions, probably in the trillions, then this is really a conservative figure for Travala. So I think we could see this really shooting up big time. So that's the hidden gem report. Very quickly, I'll make this available as well. Put a link to this. I'll get it put on. I think I'll put it on Dropbox or something like that, and get it made available to you as well. So I'm hoping to do more kind of hidden gem reports like this as well. And as I said, with Jimbo, we're going to be doing the kind of collab as well. And we've got some brilliant people in the group that we're talking with, Crypto Don Juan as well, Alex420, got PG in there as well as Jimbo and myself. So hope with that, something's going to come of that. I'm really looking forward to see what happens with that. But everybody's busy just now, so we're trying to get this consensus thing together and just this group together and see what happens. But let me know what you think about that. It'd be interesting to know what you think. Just refresh this. So the market cap, 6.2 million. What's been the highest market cap? 6.7, so it's not that far off. Its highest point to 6.7, I think it was higher than that. Yeah, 8.4 million. So it's only started kind of last year, but the numbers are increasing. And the ROI is down from its ICO. I think the ICO was 35 cents. So it's down, actually down from that. However, this is where it starts growing, I think. So I've been into that for a while, but I thought I'd share that with you. Pro and Rocket, do you think Eco Token will do well from the launch on Binance Dex on July the 4th? I've not seen that. I've not looked into the Eco Token. Was that the SEC on the phone? No. It's all kicking off in the office this morning. I got into Matic at 344 sats. I'm down over 20%. Yeesh. Godly boy, if 3 to 6 works for you, Magic, so you take everything back in, including the profit, and sink it back into repeat. Yeah, repeat and rinse, or rinse and repeat, and you keep on doing that. So it's the magic of compounding. That's what it is. It just compound interest works. So that's how the 3 to 6 strategy works. As I said, it's not going to go smoothly all the time because you're not going to get 10% or 20% every single time. But it could easily kind of work. So you take step backs or you take stages back. So if you started off with 1,000, you do really well and you get kind of 10% on every one, and you get up to stage 21. You might find the next few trades, you lose 5% on each of them, and you go back to stage 15 or something like that. So it's not going to be plain sailing. It's not going to be smooth. And obviously, the more money you have in to start with, the better and the quicker you could get to $1 million. So with 10% gains, if you started with $10,000, you can do 50 trades or 49 trades, and you're up to $1 million with 10% gains starting off with 10,000. If you started off 100,000, obviously, that increases exponentially. So you go up to $1 million, 26 trades. But as we said yesterday, you're not really going to realistically be able to trade with $100,000. I put it into one token. And the ones you could do with XRP, with the likes of kind of Litecoin or Bitcoin, obviously, as well, you could do it with, and the smaller ones. So Pundy X you could do it with quite easily. That's going to be slow and painful, as I said, but I'm still in Pundy X just now with the 3 to 6. BTT you could do it with them, BTT as well. Quite easily sink $100,000 into that, with just 12 Bitcoin. And you can see why. Why there. Dent, you'd be able to do with Dent as well. So the smaller ones, you could easily sink $100,000 into that, or even 200,000. So you're thinking 113 kind of Bitcoin worth to sell at 24. So if you want to buy at 24 Satoshi? You could, obviously. So what is 113? 113 star 8,000. Yeah, so nearly $1 million on hot. So these are the ones you could easily sink into, but other ones you're going to have to split off. You could split off. So you can't just go into these low Satoshi value ones just because they're low Satoshi value, because they might not be going up, they might not be upward movement. But the likes of BTT, you could have got 20%. If you put 100,000 in, you get 121,000 out. I hope that makes sense. The Hawthorns like the format of the report for Travala, Steve. RC. Excellent. So I'm going to be releasing reports as well. I'm thinking about doing one a month, but obviously it's just a research time as well. I want to get good ones for you as well. But Travala, that's been the kind of same price roughly for a while now, for about 6 months or something. Oh, did you hear me speaking of Lou? Right. Hi Steve, do you think BAB has a future? What's your gut feeling on it? Sorry if you've answered this. I'm thinking of investing. It's only 2 sats. Stephen, for me, no, I have to be honest. I've not looked at it again for a while, obviously because I lost so much money. So I'm probably not going to look at it. But I might have it only 2 Satoshi. It might be worth going into it. I've never seen these hidden gem reports. Are they available on for the premium group? No, we've just kind of started them. We started a premium, a kind of hidden gems kind of premium kind of group, just to get a consensus of how to report the hidden gems. So we're still looking at that. What do you think about Wirex IEO? I really like the Wirex IEO actually. I think that could be really good. That starts today for Wirex kind of holders. If you've got an account with Wirex, you could get the kind of starting that today. I think is with OKX. So you'd have to sign up with that. Have you checked on one? I haven't checked on that yet. $285 has gone up. So it looks as if it's going to go up there. This is on a 4 hour. I'm just looking on the 2 hour chart. So it's had a couple of green candles there, so it looks good. Just loaded crypto bubbles as a screensaver on my new Google phone. Available on Android Play Store. Looks great. Excellent, Gary Permenta. Equal token flying high. So equal, check that, equal 2.7 million, up 64%. So is there a reason it's up? Honest Crypto Journey is in-house. Welcome to you, JC Stander. Looking at XRP, might enter here again. XRP does look good. XRP. BTC. Yeah, 4992. So it did go below and get to 4,900 or something, or just below that. So we've been saying this for a while though. And this is going to blow, and it is going to blow at some point. So I think what's going to happen, people are just going to forget about XRP and just ignore it, and then one day it's just going to kind of zoom up 100, 200%. And then that'll be the start of the big rise for XRP. That's my thoughts. Axel's in the house. Welcome to you. Thanks for the explanation. Great. Gordy boy, a pleasure. Bab on an entirely new team. They're presenting in Korea in front of the fintech sector. Yeah, so I don't know what to think. TT, don't know it. Oh, Thunder Token. I just didn't know that. Thunder Token, yes, I looked at that because I seen it on Crunchbase. I kind of mentioned it in the Hidden Gems actually group, but obviously the market cap was kind of high. But spoken about it then, Thunder Token, because there's a lot of people invested in it. A lot of big companies invested in it as well, so it did look really, really good. Just outside the top 100 just now. but I didn't invest in it because the market cap was higher than a hidden gem would normally be. A hidden gem is kind of under $5 million in my eyes anyway. But Thunder token, I found it on Crunchbase and looked at them, and if you go, and this is kind of how I do research as well. You got to think outside the box. So Thunder token, Thunder Core. If you look at the investors, Thunder Core. It's not showing you there. It's not showing you there, but there's a lot of people invested in them. So that's why I kind of looked at it and done more research on it. So yeah, it does look good, but 61 million market cap at the moment. I don't know, but that shouldn't really matter anyway. It doesn't really matter the market cap. It's just something we kind of gauge it on. Do you think Litecoin has a run up? It's down nearly 5%. So XRP, Litecoin I think is still going to go up. LTC, we'll look at the USD value. So it's had a slight pullback. This is on the daily. So it did get up to $145 and it's now had a slight pullback. So it's not that much considering how much it's actually went up. So if we kind of look at it from here and how much it's went up 334% in total. And that's from the beginning of February. So it's went up, and so we're going to get these slight pullbacks. We've had it here. We had a pullback of 16% before going back up again. We had it here, pullback of 24% going back up again. So I think that's what these are, just natural kind of pullbacks. And this is what we want to see. This for organic rises. So I think it could pull back down to maybe 128 and bounce back up. It's kind of following this line of the 70 EMA and using that as support. When it goes below that and stays below that, then we're kind of looking at support of 50 EMA. But obviously we don't want it to go down from there or down to there, because that would be $101. But I still think this is going up to $200 or just below $200, just touching maybe 170, 180. So we're going to get these big jumps and kind of pullbacks as well. I think that's what's happening with Litecoin just now. But it's definitely looking great. Still looking really good just now. As I'm looking on the 3-day chart. 3-day is looking really good. So we're getting pullbacks to the 70 EMA on the 3-day as well. On a weekly. So it looks really good on a weekly. So if you take a look at the macro view as well, I think that's always good to do that. Yeah, I still think it's going to go up on its crypto journey. XRP and VeChain. XRP, yeah, we just looked at that. I think that is going to go up without a doubt. So again, if we look at the chart, I've been saying this for ages. If we look at the charts, it doesn't look great on the charts. So it does just crossed over in 1 hourly. So short-term wise, what happens on the micro happens on the macro, tends to happen on macro. So short-term wise, this is actually going up. And it's just crossed over the 50 EMA, so it looks good for a buy at this price just now, and that's on the hourly. It kind of came down at 5274 on the hourly and crossed back up just now. So it does look good from a short-term point of view. Longer term, you might be kind of staying out of it. For me, anyway, this is just accumulation. Just accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. If you've got any money, obviously, any more money left, it's just accumulating XRP. And I'm out of trading XRP just now, the trading money for XRP, because I'm into PundiX. So I'm hoping PundiX moves before I can put a lot back into XRP. VeChain and bet 94. So if we're looking at the hourly, it looks as if it might be going down some more. Look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, it's crossed down over. And the daily, it crossed down over at 135. So depending on what type of trader you are, if you're trading this, if you're a long-term trader, i.e. more than kind of a couple of weeks, then you wouldn't be getting in just now. If you're a short-term trader, kind of 4 hours, you wouldn't be getting in just now. Short-term being kind of a couple of days to a couple of weeks. And if you're a day trader, you still wouldn't be getting in just now. So you'd wait at doing the crossover or whatever kind of indicator you use. So no, it's not looking good. Short term is not looking good. Long term I think is perfectly a brilliant kind of investment, but short term it doesn't look good. Are you still optimistic on the bomb token? No, I wasn't optimistic on the bomb token. I was just fascinated by the bomb token, saying it could be one of those ones that go up to $200 and could go up kind of big time, or it could just bomb literally and go back down to 50 cents or zero. Could literally go down to zero. So it's not that I'm optimistic, but I think I've got feeling, and I'm not in it just now, but the bomb token I've got feeling I think could go up a lot if this takes off and people start to look at it. There's another one as well that's kind of coming out with the same model. I'll kind of share that as well once I find out more details. I don't know if I don't think it's a scam, but there's another one coming out quite similar to this as well. So if you're going to get copycats like this, then the bomb token might go down, but it could totally fly. This could get into the top 100. ONT not moving. We'll take a wee look at that. Thanks for the content. Have a great day. You as well, Kick. Have we talked about Telegram token sale that starts July the 10th? So yeah, the Telegram token sale is starting on Liquid, the exchange. So you need some cash to get into that. So you might want to top up on that actually. Cash should be going up, I would imagine, with that Telegram sale. That's not really. I thought it would have went. Oh, it has gone up. So it was in a market cap of 39 million. It's now in a market cap of 50 million. And that's because they're doing the Telegram IEO using the Liquid exchange. I don't know if I've got a link to it. Liquid Telegram IEO. Oh. There we go. So I don't know what to kind of think about this. I'm just thinking about the use cases for this. And that's what I'm thinking about when I look at the Telegram token. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. I know obviously it's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely massive. Token launch estimated October the 31st. So it's a utility token. Cash holders will be entitled to cash rebates off the token purchase price. More details will be released prior to launch as well. So that's why it might be good to top up on cash as well, even just as a trade, not to get in on a Telegram sale, but as a trade as well. Because this is surely going to go up with a kind of cash buys. So I'm not too sure. I don't think I'll be going in it, but I think it's going to be massive. I think it could be good for crypto as a whole. Long term, putting a wedge till next year. XRP and VeChain. XRP definitely, VeChain definitely as well for long term. Yeah, without a doubt. So I think that's a good one. ONT, what's happening with ONT? Nothing much. It's kind of moving just now. It's came up a low. 1%, not that much at all. That's on the hourly. On the daily, we've not seen a crossover since the 15th of February. This will move again. It's just a matter of when. There's ontology is a good project, but definitely will move. It's just if you're in it for the long term, if you're looking for a short-term trade, then it might be different. So it seems to be bouncing off the 50 EMA at 17,000, around about 17,000. It tends to jump in cycles as well here. So May, end of May, it's jumping every couple of weeks. Or has been jumping every couple of weeks. So this is the start of the downturn of it. Upturn. So you can see here downturn, upturn, downturn, upturn. So it might get back down to 16,000 before going back up again, if the cycles are kind of true to form. Tony Don Matthew, as per Ivan on Tech, the Turn token is sold by an early investor group called Gram Asia, not sold by Telegram directly. Coins come locked until the mainnet comes out in October. And that's the thing as well, this was a pre-sale, this has obviously been pre-sold as well. So basically what you're doing is you're selling to, or you're buying from the people in the pre-sale, so the price will be higher, so they're going to obviously want to make their money. Crypto Bobby was really pushing a coin last night, something called Leo Bitfinex. To have a look at that. You have any thoughts on Pro Propi? I haven't seen that. What do you think about DOS? Haven't seen that either, Farzam. Haven't seen that. Okay, I'm just going to go back to BTC USD. So 8,113. It's looking okay. It's still, for me, it's still looking okay. And for BTC, so we'll just go back to the alts as well, see what's happening in Binance. Metro's still up there, XZC, POA going up again, BTT, PPT. And let's go back to Pundy. What's happening with Pundy? Probably not moving at all. This is like watching paint dry. It's a nightmare trading PundyX. I just need to wait and see what happens with it. Okay, Leo's Exchange talking about Bitfinex. That's how they raised the money they lost. Ah, right. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now and bid you a farewell, and hopefully you have a good day as well. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll be doing a news video later on. Just looking at news, that'll be it. If you want to support the channel and just kind of like that, and just, it's only 15-20 minutes long or something. So if you want to do that as well. And if you've not already joined the free group, you can join the free group down below. If you're not already in the free group or the premium group, you can join that as well, and I'll give you more details about the premium kind of launch that's coming up at the end of July as well. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to